Hi, my name's Taylor. I'm here to blog about the HCG diet. I just recently invested in it, so we'll see how it goes. I tried to do a little bit of research before. There wasn't a whole lot of blogging about it. There wasn't a whole lot of people showing me their before and after without being persuaded by the people they're buying it from or any of that. No advertisements, none here. So, a little bit about myself. I'm starting this diet because I don't think that I'm an unhealthy weight, but I do think that, or I know that I'm past where I want to be. So I'm trying to get back down to where I want to be and also start developing healthy eating habits. For those of you who don't know, the HCG is a low-calorie diet. It's an injection based, which is why a lot of people are afraid of it. They don't want to do it. Needles are kind of scary, but they're small enough needles, so hopefully it won't freak me out. um, Other than that, a lot of people that I read about said, oh, it's not very healthy to do, it's not a very good idea. When talking to my healthcare provider, they informed me that a lot of people base their opinions based on doing it and then going back to their old eating habits, gaining all that weight back, and then doing it again. So it's like a cycle essentially, and then it's not good for you. Also, if you do it for months on end, then it's not good because it is a low calorie diet, so your body still does need the nutrition, but the shots that they give you, the HCG, does have the stuff in it to sustain your body and keep it in good health. Anyway, so I'm doing mine through the Cucumber Skin Lounge. It's a cosmetics shop here in Washington State. They give you this nice little book here, Client HCG Prescription Diet. It has, inside of it, it has a few recipes on different food ideas. Probably can't see that. It's like lemon chicken or something like that. Delicious. That sounds pretty good. It also has in the very beginning an introduction letting you know what to expect. It's very strict. You really have to stick to it. A lot of people don't see results because they'll cheat. It gives you a list of vegetables, fruits, and proteins that you can eat. Other than that, stay away from everything else. Yeah, so pretty much phase one is what I'm going to be starting on Monday, and that's called the loading stage. You eat anything and everything you want. You load up on all your calories possible. You're supposed to drink a ton of water while you're doing it. You should be drinking a lot of water anyway, but this one you drink a little bit extra. Make sure your body's getting tons of hydration. You can exercise while you're on this. If you do, it lets you know what kind of proteins to eat more of, making sure that your body's getting everything it needs while it's working out. Let's see. It lets you know what spices and flavorings you can use as well. Coffee and tea are fine in moderation, so you have to drink a cup of water for every cup of tea or coffee, so just be aware of that. You're not allowed to smoke while you're on it, no smoking at all, so that might be a good idea. If you want to diet anyway and you're a smoker and you're trying to quit, this would probably be a good idea just because it'll help get you on the path of quitting that addiction. It also helps with kicking fast food addictions as well. But yeah, through the little booklet, it just has lots of stuff that you're allowed to eat. It lets you know a typical day on week 4, what you're supposed to be doing, for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and you have to eat snacks in between. You have to make sure you're not missing meals. One of the ladies at the place that's doing it right now, she'd have an apple for a snack. You're allowed to have a small apple, so you cut it up, eat it, it's delicious. Your fruits are pretty much going to be your dessert through this because there's no candy, no chocolate, no sugars like that. Yeah, so that's a cool little book, lets you know all that kind of stuff. They give you this nice little sheet of paper here where it has, I haven't filled this out yet because I just got it, so I'm pretty excited, but also kind of hoping that it works, and I'm a little nervous. So here you'll see it has your measurements here. So you'll do that at the very beginning, at 2 weeks, 4 weeks, and then 6 weeks. It's a month-long thing, so this is for when you're done and you've finished it, essentially. Hopefully you're not going back to your old eating habits because otherwise you pretty much wasted your money. But then here it has you fill out, let's see, can you see that? Cool. So what day it is, if you took your AM drops, your PM drops, what your weight is at, and any notes. If you exercise at all, you're going to want to put your notes here because you do doctor check-ins as well. So you're going to want to let let your doctor know if you're working out while you're doing this, how you're feeling. Make any notes of like, oh, today I was working out and I felt really lightheaded. Make sure you're including everything there. So in the fun little packet of medical supplies that they give you, this is stuff that took a while to order in. You have your insulin syringes, so this is your little needles that you're going to poke yourself with. You have antibacterial wipes. Make sure the skin's clean before you do it, just like they would at the doctor's office. You just got to be safe and sterile about everything. They have the HCG concentrate along with some water, sterilized water, nice and prepackaged, so it's everything you need, and a little sterilized syringe to put the water into the HCG. Once you add water to the concentrate, it's good for 30 days. You need to keep it refrigerated. They'll go over all that too if you decide to do the diet. But yeah, so they require that you take little oil supplements. I think it's a tablespoon, 1 to 3 times a day. So I'll probably do it before every meal. So breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They also say you can substitute this for like cooking oil. So if you're going to pan fry a chunk of chicken, you can put that oil in there instead of vegetable oil or anything. They also give you some stuff for shakes. So you get a breakfast shake. This is your breakfast for the next month. Yeah, and you're going to want to make sure that you're monitoring everything, that you're being very careful about what you're doing too. You don't want to like overwork out when you don't have enough protein in your body. You don't want to not eat enough throughout the day because then you're not going to feel very good. Yeah, so I'm blogging mainly because it is expensive and you don't want to waste your money. I've gotten a lot of flack for it, like, hey, that's a lot of money, you shouldn't be spending that on a diet, you could have put that towards like a new car or something like that. Bottom line, if you're doing it for you and it makes you happy, then do it. Who cares? Obviously pay your bills first, but yeah, so I'll be blogging throughout my process, let you guys know like how I'm feeling. It won't be an everyday thing, but every couple of days I'll check in, let you guys know how I'm feeling, how it's going, what I'm doing like workout wise, different stuff like that. Let you know my weigh-ins as well. I probably won't tell you exact weights, but I'll let you know like about like, oh, I lost like 3 pounds between here and there. So today's Thursday, I'll be starting it on Monday. Fresh start. One of my coworkers is doing the Cohen diet as well, so she's not blogging about it, but I'll include some of her stuff in there as well, just for comparison, so you guys can see like, oh, if I do the Cohen by myself without like the purchasing stuff, she just does the dietary guide. If you do the Cohen, or you could do this, so just to give you guys a little update. Yeah, so I will see you back here on Monday when I start my diet.